Yo, this is time to make some noise, people! Yo, hang-tight cold case, hang-tight DTR for the clothing sponsor, yeah, hang-tight Mamsie. Right now we got Two-Putt versus Chappo, yeah? One more time, make some noise, people! Yo, they know what's going first, let's get into it!
All that.
Ready?
Yeah.
So I followed your mother home on Google Street View. I've got some personal shit to talk about with you. Because word on the street is, your mother's gastric band's got a 6-month contract with TRU. See, your mother's a fat cow. You've been sucking them titties since birth. She used to work at your family's dairy farm, but he milked her for all she was worth. You don't have bar sessions, you have band sessions. Shanking pigs just to teach him a lesson. Take a leaf out of Usher's book and make a confession of how you're just a daft cunt farmer boy suffering from depression. You know what rhymes with farmer? Self-farmer. He also bit an M&M bar. Yes, you did. In this band session he was doing, he was acting a div. You spat a line straight out of stand, you flid. Sometimes I even cut myself to see how much it bleeds, and then I stab myself in the spleen with a rusty sheath. So not only are you a self-harming emo, you're an hygienic G. How about clean your fucking wetals off, you dirty little freak? Fuck, man, time.
Make some noise! Some YouTube boss.
Yo! Now, I don't normally bully fat kids, that's not really me, but there's a certain health and safety aspect and I feel a responsibility. I would personally feel bad and lose lots of sleep if someone got eaten. So I've got to speak, because you're massive and huge. I bet your mattress is drooped. You need to eat nothing but salad and fruits and run laps until June. Nah, what you need, bruv, is to eat dust for 3 months, jog and get them knees up. You might just get them tees down to a D cup. And after the last event, some snake-type waste guy who deserves a punch at about face high stole a laptop. My only question is, what the fuck did it taste like? Yo, and I'll spit a dope flow that'll leave your nose broke. So before I run you over in a stolen Volvo, 2-Putt MC on Facebook, let me take a moment for promo. Because you're so fat and whack, you need to split up and go solo. And you said to Ash Blaze he hasn't got a postcode. And fuck a rich kid dissing a rapper like he's poorer than me. He hasn't got a postcode because you'll always be in 4 at least. Because you're a beast. This dude's the queerest. You've never seen your penis without the use of mirrors. To get in a pussy, you need a system of winches and pulleys. Said you're gonna fuck my missus, that's absurd, mate. Last time you were in a pussy was before your birthday. You've never seen a pussy since you came out one. And you came out one. Pussy. And you're built like a shit house. No, you're built like a shit house. There's a draft and it stinks, a kebab in the sink and the bath's full of piss. Nah, if you ever had a house, you'd eat all the fixtures and fittings, light switches, the pictures and the bits from the kitchen. Being like that must be like having a Gert crane on your vertebrae. Does it hurt, mate? And your sister reminds me of a mermaid. Nothing sweet though, no way I'd want to link the bitch, just that she gets her tits out for sailors and stinks of fish.
Yo, make some noise one more time!
Who the fuck's this farmer think he's fucking with? Chaps, I'm a boss. I'm 2-0 in this bitch, I'm yet to take a loss. I may be wild, I may be bald, I may be fat, but your lass keeps coming back. I'm into chicken nuggets, I like them Big Macs. KFC buckets I'll be buying by the stacks. You're into hay bales and collecting eggs. Me, I'd just say fuck all that shit off and get myself to grace. Every day is harvesting, every day is harvesting, every day is harvesting, every day is harvesting. Yo. You're socially awkward, it has to be said. You don't approach any man when you're at these events. It's like the atmosphere here for you is all but intense, whereas for me, networking's my line of defence. Take my debut here and let's compare it with you. We both bodied Ash, but I did it better than you. Any man in the crowd, that can 100% that it's true. Jimmy the Kid won't have a problem bodying you.
Jimmy Bars!
I'll leave you like your last bar session, dead on a track. Because of the fractional possibility we were ever to collab, you're going to need some form of ephedrine to keep up with my laps.
Don DeMarco.
Make some noise!
Yo. Now I'm visually impaired too, so I don't want to be offensive, but you look like a twat, so get some contact lenses before I make contact with your lenses. Because you disgust me in a conversation. But I don't give a shit. I've got constipation. Yo, suffice to say I'm sick. If I come inside a bitch, she's got 5 minutes to live. Right now, my vision is tunneled. Right now, my vision is tunneled. I'm looking at Mr. Tumble thinking he's been in a rumble. And you ain't gonna run through me, because I'm Kung Fu from Bruce Lee. I'm Sun Tzu with Uzis taking out that dumb dude from the Goonies. And this geek can act all bad, but you'll still crap your pants when I adopt the drunken badger stance. And that's a wrap. But this is a badger call, and I'm sending you back to Hull with a fractured skull. And you're repping Swed, but F them clans. I'll turn the heat up, make him sweat it out. Because you're one of them ass-kissing, add you on Facebook type rappers. One of them wax-spitting, tag you in a status type rappers. You're one of them man-licking fags only here to make mates with nice rappers. You kiss ass for mates, you see. Thinking if you make enough friends, they'll rate you, G. You're thinking it'll help further your career, maybe. But fuck that. I'm taking the job whether or not there's a vacancy. I ain't here just to make mates with MCs. Only time I give 2 fucks is when I'm on a raping spree. And this pedo's only here because Santa's grotto is closed. I'll throttle your throat. You're no dolphin, but I'll bottle your nose. And it's all fun and games till you're in a cellar, getting spooned by a bender, no Yuri Geller.
Yes! You took a minute to get that in!
You seem to think you're street Chris, but that's a misconception. You do turn up to events, but never embrace the reception. You stay on the sidelines like a fat kid at a disco because you're scared of rejection. And I'm betting the only black guy you'll see before you came to Leeds was in your CD collection. Yo, so I'm battling Two-Putt. Makes sense he gets that crazy golf scheme. When T dropped your name, he gave me the course to Pyramid 3. Your delivery is rough, well I drive through the fairway to get to the green. My target's a hole in one with your birdie. And when I bunker, I'll make sure my balls are clean. My caddy's holding them 9 irons. If you want to talk shit, they'll be seen. Because I'll leave you out of bounds, knocking on wood after I put them double bogeys through your spleen. Yo, and there's one big difference between me and him. Is I'm fat as fuck, sporting multiple chins. But I'm not dissing myself trying to grab that easy win. I'm just proving here to you lot tonight that I ain't the one trying to be slim. So, if I don't kill you with this fight music, I'll leave you brain damaged because I might just lose it. And it'll be my fault for grabbing that knife because I just don't give a fuck if I get locked up tonight. I'll happily put a nail in his coffin and say 25 to life. I offer no apologies for the way I am with these Superman rounds. Irony is you've hit rock bottom but your head's in the clouds. But if you're under the influence so much, how are you going to keep your feet on the ground? Because when you're high in the head, you're always perceived as space-bound. You see, me and him, we'll never see eye to eye, because everybody knows in the clash where bad meets evil, it's the bad guy that'll always die.
Yeah, make some noise! On it down!
Yo! Now this fat fuck had a gastric band for breakfast. Yo, you should have stayed home and cotched on a heckler. And you're more clever than me, I'll give him that. Because you used to listen in class, kissing some ass while I rolled a spliff at the back, put my hand up and said, "Miss, you're a slag. You're a geek and kinda clumsy. You ain't messing with me. Your vinyl might be dusty, but your record is clean. You've never had a caution. Only time you did a bid is at an auction. You're so fuck ugly, you're like your own form of abortion." Yo. And if he got searched by the coppers, they wouldn't find shit. Unless they looked in your boxers. You're not amusing me. You're not amusing me. You've never gone through puberty. Only time you've been arrested was part of Operation U-Tree. Yo, you're the henchest kid. and I should be a judge the way I'm calling sentences. And you'll never work as a coroner, but probably have a coronary. You are your own colony. It's all food-driven, but you've got your own economy. And he got sacked from his job, you see, the lowest of the low for being too much of a puff. How does it feel now? Boots on the other foot. Oh. And you must be a bit of a dick if even traffic wardens think you're a prick. And I never believed in immaculate conception, but if your dick goes past your belly when you have an erection, I'm willing to become a Catholic in regression. Nah, for real there, I'd love to kick it with you on a pasty session. I bet you go savage, brethren, like Saddam's weapons, mad selection, pies both hands, he's ambidextrous. Nah, for real, that fat's impressive. You look like you ate Gavin Henson, a stack of hedges, a gang of pensioners and a kebab for breakfast. We look like the number 10 if you're standing next to us. You need to quit babbling. The way you ride rappers' dicks is embarrassing. I hope you trip up on a banana skin and regurgitate Madeline. Time.
Go to the judges right now, some ill shit, Two-Putt, Chappo, and timestamp to the TV.
Potter, Leeds, The Office. I'm going to give that 2-1 to Chappo. I think if he'd have just covered that he forgot his bars in the first round and just called time, it took all 3. But yeah, 2-1 Chappo.
Yeah, man, Crawls, Leeds City. I'm going to give it to Chappo's. Chaps, you know what I mean? 2-1, like you say, first round. Didn't really slip up, it kind of blended, but all that Chappo's.
Yo, it's GWE at GDCH44 on Twitter. First round, I'm going to give it to Two-Putt because Chappo choked and called time. I think they were pretty even up until then. Second round, I'm going to say that kid dropped the worst bar ever. I don't give a shit. Constipation. That was a pause. Serious. Right, but then I think he brought it back with the spoon with a bender, Yuri Geller bar. So I think, like, all in all, he won that round as well. And then Chappo, I think, got the third. So I'm going to give it 2-1 to Two-Putt. But Chappo was sick, it was just a choke.
Got the results for the last battle. It's 2-1 to Chappo.
Yes, man.